Did somebody from University of Sioux Falls see a game tape? How'd you end up at USF?
So I had some teammates that were upperclassmen that were out here playing in Sioux Falls.
Is that where you met Kalen? Kalen and you guys were together?
Yeah.
Are you guys the same age? Or?
No, so I redshirted my first year, and we were freshmen the same year, though. He came in that next year. We were roommates, and we hit it off right away. We both had just such a competitive drive, and we didn't really have a lot of outside interests besides sports, and so we kind of dove right in.
Under center, Kurtiss Riggs, one of the most prolific passers ever in NAIA history.
Do you remember the touchdown records, the NAIA records that you still have from that season? What are they?
Well, I had 55 touchdowns. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
In 14 games. The other record you still hold is 290 passes without an interception. Yeah. 400 throws that year, you had 3 picks.
I went the entire regular season without an interception. And then we get to the playoffs, and we're playing Mary, who had beat us my junior year, and I played terrible against them. So my first 2 passes in this game are interceptions. Our guys were so close. Morrell and Larry Wilson and Ray Smith on the defense go, hey, we got you, but maybe hand the ball off to Reuter.
David Reuter.
Yeah, and then we did, and he ran for over 300 some yards in that game, set a record, and so I threw three picks in the playoffs, 2 in that game back to back, and then that was it. And then we were hot after that. I had a lot of people come to me about, well, you're going into the NFL. I was very aware that I was 6'1" and really slow. And a pretty good arm. Not an NFL arm, but a pretty good arm. And I don't think people really realize the difference.
There's a movie, Any Given Sunday, directed by Oliver Stone, who did JFK movies and all that. It's Al Pacino was the head coach. It's the Miami Sharks. First of all, did you end up being in the movie?
No. My agent calls me. I hadn't spoken to him for a while, and he's like, hey, what do you weigh? And I'm like, well, hey, Andy, that's a weird way to greet me. And he goes, no, I just got a call. They need 6'1", 175-pound left-handed quarterbacks, and there's not many out there. Next thing I know, I got a ticket. They fly me down to Miami, and there's 30 6'1", 175-pound left-handed quarterbacks. They line us up. They take pictures of us every possible way. They try us out.
But they wanted a lefty because Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid's
was the
lefty.
quarterback in the movie, so you were going to be his stunt double.
So they keep 2 of us. 2 of us stay, and then they saw Quaid throw, and he was terrible. He was so bad, and he had 30 football scenes. And then Oliver Stone said, well, let's just have him get hurt right away and bring him back at the end. And so they just changed it, and they kept him, and then they had me learn everything, and we would go through all the scenes every day. You'd practice them, and then you'd just sit around and watch the rest, and then you're there just as a backup. They use the doubles as extras. So when they're like, hey, do you want to be an extra? I'm thinking, well, yeah, sure, this would be cool. They go, well, there's a good possibility of being a nude scene too. There's locker room nude scenes, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to be out on that one.
The Sioux Falls Storm has been a huge part of your life for 23 years, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Started in 2001. The Storm actually started as a franchise in 2001, and you were involved right away or not?
Right away. So they were the Cobras, and I did not play. I was teaching and thought, you know what, I'm done. My body after playing in Europe was shot, and Kalen though was playing, and we were roommates, and he's like, man, it's so much fun. You got to do it. 11
total championships. I think you were in 3 different leagues at the time, but 11 overall total championships. Was it tough to step down as the head coach?
No, it wasn't. In fact, I wanted to do it a year earlier, but I wanted to make sure the Storm was in a really good situation and ready to move along. And really what ultimately led me to feeling like they're in a good spot was actually my son coaching, and him being the offensive coordinator and knowing that Andre Fields could worry about the defense and be the head coach and not have to worry about the offense. And Peyton was phenomenal. He did a great job this last year, and it really made me feel a lot better about knowing they have some good coaches.
You're not done coaching yet, probably. How much can you say about that? What other opportunities are coming up?
I don't know. I don't know, Tom, really. I mean, Kalen's having a great season right now, and that's all the focus is them trying to win a national title, getting through this year, and then I think after the season's over, then we'll look at and see, one, you know, what's his situation and what's his staff situation, and then, you know, maybe can I fit in there somewhere? Who knows? We'll see. But you know what? I'm very happy running the football academy. And then if I was forced to have to continue to work with you, and I mean, that would be awful, you know. What a great gig that is.
Great opportunity for
yep,
you.
Yeah. I mean, how do I say it gets any better than that? But
it doesn't. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
The only way I would get into college coaching is if I am coaching with my best friend. That's it. But it's also, he's the head coach, and I'm a coach of his, you know, and I know that, and would be well aware of it. But it doesn't really intrigue me to go anywhere else, though.
He's a little like Forrest Gump, always in an interesting place at an interesting time. But Riggs does a lot of TV analyst work and some radio analyst work with us here at Midco Sports, as well as other media outlets in the Dakotas. He earned his master's degree in 2000. Kurtiss has been teaching psychology and sociology courses at the University of Sioux Falls since 2014, in addition to all the other things going on in his life.
This has been Midco Sports Magazine, presented by Build Your Base with Beef Sports Nutrition and Training Program.